In the Big Boys video, we saw a conflict situation between David and Susan, in which David approached the situation in a way that made Susan feel defensive and completely on guard. In order to correct the situation, the scenario should have gone something more like this. I, as David, should have waited till Susan was off the phone and then approached the situation saying, "Good morning, Susan. I got your message about wanting to speak with me. Is now a good time? And what would you like to talk about?" In which case Susan would respond to that question of her concerns about being passed up for the promotion and why the promotion was given to someone with a sales background. And my response to Susan would be, "I understand that you have some concerns about why the marketing position was given to Roger. I understand that he has a sales background, but at the time of the application review, the board and I felt that he was better suited for the job. We respect the work that you do in your position and the time and effort that you put into the contract that resulted in the $5 million government win. Your time and effort with our company has really solidified your hard work and your dedication to this company, and we truly believe that you are a qualified individual and will be considering your application in the future." The greeting to Susan indicates that you respect her decision, you are greeting her in a respectful manner, and you're allowing her to direct the conversation so that she feels that she has control over where this conversation is going. She does not feel attacked or kind of on the back foot, and she's not being talked down to. You are showing that you respect her and the position that she feels for getting passed up for this promotion. And in this case, you are also addressing Susan's intangible interests. And you show that you respect her as an employee and are giving her a more reasonable answer as to why she was not chosen for the promotion rather than Roger was qualified, and so on. By addressing Susan's questions, you're giving her a better explanation and you give her something to think about and something to work towards rather than making her angry and allowing her to jump to the conclusion that only males in this office get promoted. This satisfies Susan's interest because while she is talking about being passed up for the promotion and talking about the marketing position and such like that, her real interest is that she doesn't feel that she's being respected at the company. She's not being praised for her hard work. We saw in the original video that David did not believe Susan wrote the contract, and in which case that made Susan very angry because she put a lot of time and effort into that contract and obviously turned out very well since they won the contract. So by addressing the hard work that Susan does for the company, she can feel more respected and understand that, okay, maybe now wasn't my time for the promotion, but maybe next time. On the reverse side, David's intangible interest is that he doesn't want people to question his personnel choices. He doesn't want people to question his business decisions. And so in this case, by providing Susan with an explanation that she's satisfied with, Susan's not going to attack David or question David about his decision. She's going to work harder so that her work gets done better and the business is better. This also prevents Susan from talking to other employees in the office or having ill thoughts about how the structure of the company works. And this also then would prevent Susan from the comment she makes at the end where saying she is going to hire a lawyer and now you have a gender discrimination case. This whole conflict in this video can be prevented from, David listening to what Susan has to say, and for David not to appear that he is talking down or superior to Susan. If he understands where Susan's coming from, he can better word his questions and his responses so that Susan gets what she wants out of the conversation, David gets what he wants out of the conversation, and everybody is happy at the end. Workplace discrimination can happen with any comment and that kind of stuff. And it definitely is something that everybody needs to be aware of. And that can be simple as a demeanor of somebody, how they physically respond to another person. And so just these questions need to be answered, and you need to make the employee feel that they are getting the responses that they warrant out of the questions. Whether it results in the answer that they want or not is a different question, but if they feel that they understand the decision, then they have something to work towards and something to understand.